with our panel, and anyone can jump in with this, what is a blerd? What is a bleek? What are these terminologies? What do they mean?
Wait, why are y'all looking at me?
It's in the title.
I didn't come up with that name. I'm not going to even... I actually can't tell you where it originally originated, but it's been around because, you know, all of a sudden somebody says something and somebody else has it, and, you know, black girl magic and like that kind of thing.
Blerd Gurl did answer it in a way where she said that there's a cultural component to it. That has to be acknowledged. The fact that you have black folk, people of color that are involved in pop culture, but they come with their own perspective.
So, blerd is a black nerd, bleek is a black geek. These are terms that have been in, now they're popular, now they're part of the mainstream, but those of us who've sort of been geeks and nerds our whole life and have been black our whole life, we've never used. You gotta say that now though. Seriously, the Deleasel is strong. You gotta clarify these days. So, excuse me. So, I think that what's happened is mainstream has codified it, and that happens a lot in social media and media. Mainstream gets a hold of something and go, oh, those are the blerds, those are the bleeks. I kind of, in terms of the terminology, Blerd Gurl, I try to own it a little bit because I don't want somebody else defining it for me.
Okay.
Which is what mainstream does a lot. And then they try and come back and tell you what it's supposed to mean.
Well, but...
Like Black Twitter.
Right. Okay, well, but is there a difference?
Between a blerd and a bleek?
Between a blerd and a nerd. Is it just color, or is there a significant difference?
I think there's a cultural portion, and this is me now. This is my opinion. Don't y'all go on social media and say this is what it is and get me in trouble.
You are joking. Everyone's tweeting.
No.
Yeah, this is being live.
That's how you end up
like
in
an
CPR
episode
with
of
your name spelled
Scandal.
wrong.
They're live tweeting you right now.
So I personally think the blerd bleek culture, even though somebody else might put that name on it, what it means to us personally is, I think mainstream thinks that those are the black people that buy comic books. You know, those are the people that will dress up as Jon Stewart at Comic-Con. They try and name it that way. We're the people also, though, I've seen in my purview, I've seen those of us who are calling ourselves blerds and bleeks are not just talking about, hey, we like comic books, hey, we like this movie or that character. We do that, but we're also talking about representation. Okay, yeah, we had a brother in a Star Wars movie. Awesome. Can we have more? You know, can there be more women? Can they not look like rodents? Can we, you know, we'll make these comments. Yes, I did. Yeah, we make these comments. We make these because this is commentary that we're making about the culture that we're now seeing ourselves in. I also think we talk about things politically. I know a lot of blerds and bleeks were talking about a lot of the things that were happening in Black Lives Matter. Even though we might be live tweeting Scandal or something like that, we're also very sensitive to those issues. It's not like we're ignoring those issues. Again, this is my opinion. I'm sure there might be a blerd or a bleek out there that's like, no, that's not what I'm about. But to me, on my blog, what I'm trying to do is shine a light on artists of color, people of color who are doing creative work, as well as there's a lot of work out there with black people in it now that we have to also keep an eye on and say, hey, yeah, we like that, but don't use that word or don't say that, because otherwise, again, somebody else is defining it for us. So I think it's more than just a word. It's more of a culture. Does it exist kind of solely online? A little bit, but we show up at Comic-Cons too.